Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mr. Rumbato. Today I'm going to unbox and do a quick test of the Ecovacs Dbot Osmo T8 AIVI. It's quite a mouthful. They want you to call it the T8 AIVI, but I'm not going to do that. So the packaging is nice. The robot has the usual little bumper guards. Nice thick foam. That's the mopping attachment that goes onto the mopping reservoir. And so when that's on, the robot knows it and it starts dispensing water automatically. Here are the side brushes, color-coded. I worry about these press-on brushes. Like if you keep taking them off, putting them on, eventually you might wear out the part that they clip onto. But, you know, maybe I'm just being paranoid. Here's some documentation that I will probably never read, although I should. And these are the reusable mopping pads. It's nice that they give you a bunch of them. I found that you could actually wash these a little bit. Not like throw them in the washing machine. I mean like wash them in your sink if they don't get too dirty. That was a filter I just casually tossed. And here are some extra filter, that is. Here are some extra side brushes. I don't know why they had to package them separately. It's like they have to protect them from damage. The precious side brush. Oh no, it might get squished. Here's the charging station and AC adapter. I won't be using these because I have the auto empty bin. So I'll put them aside for now. I guess I could always put them on a different floor, but I've got so many of these vacuum robots that I've got ones for like specific rooms now. Hey, I might as well use them, and I'm not going to review anything that I don't actually use for a while in my house, so that I can actually give you real-world feedback. I don't really like artificial tests. Like, who cares if a robot can pick up, you know, rice or beads? I mean, those are cool tests. I like watching them. I'm glad people do them. But if I spill a bunch of cereal or beads on the floor, I'm going to sweep it up. I'm not going to send out a little vacuum robot to get them. You know, things like dog hair, just little food bits that you drop, grit that you bring in from outside. That's the kind of stuff that I want to see if these things can pick up effectively. So this is a typical extractor bar. I don't really like these. After dealing with the ones from iRobot, you know, these don't seem to do very well on carpet. On hardwood floors, they're all the same. As far as I could tell. Again, I don't do like weird tests. I only have them pick up stuff that's you know, that actually is dirt in my house, and they all do the same, regardless of the brush type. That's the mopping attachment that I'm fiddling with. You can keep that in there as long as you don't have that plate with the mopping pad on the bottom. It won't register it. All right, so that's the quick start guide. You've got the little cleaning tool. And this dustbin, because I bought the thing separately, it came with this dustbin. I'm not going to use it because it doesn't have those two little ports on the bottom that work with the auto empty bin. And those little doors you have to remove. There's a special dustbin that comes with the auto empty bin. So we're going to put this one aside, put the robot aside, speed this up. All right, here comes the auto empty bin. So I guess I have to assemble this. I've never had to assemble an auto empty bin, but it comes with a screwdriver and tools, and it's pretty straightforward. I like the see-through little channels, so you could, if you have a clog, you could see it and then easily know what you have to take off to remove it. An extra dust bag. The app keeps telling me to change the dust bag, by the way. I've had this thing for like a couple of weeks, and it's told me 4 times. That's the key. You need to remove those little plates in the robot. Yeah, it keeps telling me to change the dust bag, and I contact Ecovacs, and they're like, "Oh dear sir, we are so thankful for your feedback. Kindly ignore the message, but if it keeps happening, send it to us for warranty service." Why would I send you the robot for warranty service when your app is the culprit? Like, does it even have a sensor to know when the dust bag needs changing? I don't think it does. So what is that notification all about? Anyway, there's the special dustbin. I took out a clear plastic thing. I'll talk about that later. That's for carpets, and I'll show you how that attaches. But this dustbin has 2 ports on the bottom that mate to the 2 holes in the robot that I will create using that special key. So this is the actual body of the dustbin, the part with the bag and the motor. and the little infrared thing that helps it find it. It's got a nice cord wrap. It's very similar to the iRoomba bin, I guess, with fewer sensors. So installation is pretty straightforward. You just put it on there. It's pretty obvious where it goes. There are these 3 slots. They line up. And then, like I said, they give you the screws and a screwdriver, so, you know, that's nice and handy. So I'm wondering if the soothing music I'm playing in the background of this is annoying or not. Let me know in the comments. I mean, it's weird to just talk, you know, while I'm doing all this stuff. Even weirder when I'm not actually doing it because I'm, you know, voiceover recording. I'm only pretending to be in the moment, kind of like going through my memories. So let me know what you think about that. Yes, you don't want to over tighten these or basically any screws that thread into plastic. I don't remember if there's probably metal inserts in there, but still, over tightening is always a bad idea. The metals are usually soft, and it's pretty easy to strip the threads. Alright, that should do it. No? Oh yeah, gotta just make sure everything's tight. Okay, so that's the bin. The lid is a pop-up lid. You don't pull it open. You press down, you know, it clicks, it opens. You press down, it clicks, it closes. It's pretty cool. I like that about it. It's a nice looking bin too. It's too bad the robot doesn't know when its dustbin is full. Anyway, here's that that carpet thing I was talking about. For some reason, I guess it has a hard time climbing onto the thing. I know some reviewers have said that this has a hard time on their wood floors. I haven't had any problems. I don't use the carpet thing. Of course, I don't really have any carpet. Not on the main floor anyway. But that's how you put it in. It just clips in. I guess it helps it with traction. Or maybe the brushes, I mean the extractor bar, sorry, gets caught up in the carpet and that prevents that from happening. Anyway, that's the key. And you just put it in there and turn. And those little door things just pop right out. Remember, stick it in and turn. Don't just try to stick it in and hook it out of there. There's a little thing in there like a latch. So once you have those out, you're ready to use the new dustbin that comes with the auto empty bin. And I guess the handle has to be up when you put it in. There we go. I have faith in you, Past Mike. You can do it. Yeah. Alright. So that's that. Nice looking robot, by the way. I really like it. So I'm going to unmute the audio for a second to let you hear that plastic sound. Alright, so here's the robot running around doing its thing. This thing is really neat because it's got that camera, and of course its LiDAR system is like a next generation one according to the company. It doesn't always make the best decisions. I understand why some reviewers think that Roborock navigates better, but that may have been before some of these latest firmware updates. I won't know until I get my S6 VMAX. But watching this thing work is really cool. You could see it stop to think, and it tries to make decisions. Sometimes it slows down, tries to figure things out. The way it navigates around chairs and other obstacles is just great. I mean, I love watching this thing work. It's a really great robot. It's not perfect. I've got a full review that I'm going to do once I finish thoroughly testing it, but it is a very, very good robot, and it's better than any of my Roombas, but because the app is buggy and because it doesn't know when its dustbin is full, I can't really trust it to be my only vacuum cleaner. But if they ever fix those things, this is a solid contender. I mean, this thing is fantastic. So we have a rare opportunity. My cat threw up. Now, I wouldn't do this with like dog poo because that's disgusting, but cat throw up is basically like mildly digested cat food. So if the robot hits this, it's not that bad. But I got to tell you, I was really scared when I was filming this. Like my heart was pounding, boom, 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 boom. I'd never actually tested the object recognition. So there it goes. It sees it. When that happened, I was like, oh, wow, I was so happy. Until, of course, it went around it a little too close and touched it with the brush. just lightly. I didn't even have to clean the brush, although if this had been poop, it could have been different, but just the fact that it avoided it is pretty amazing. Like, this thing really works. Like, the object recognition really works. I wouldn't trust it 100% for avoiding dog poop. I tested this later with fake dog poop, and it didn't always recognize it. And then this one time, the object recognition just stopped working. Just completely stopped working, as though you turned it off in the app. I had to reset the robot to get it back. But since then, it's been flawless. So, like I said, I wouldn't really trust it at this point, but it's really neat to watch. And it, will avoid tangles. Like, I trust it to avoid, cords and shoelaces and things like that. That's fine. I wouldn't trust it for dog poop. So I'm going to open up the app now, and that little rectangle is the zone that I created to test the cat vomit thing. And you can see where it cleaned around it and just completely avoided it, except for that one little mishap. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Mike, and this is Mr. Rumbato.